channel. My name is Rosa, they call me Ndayamadudu. Today I'm here to talk about why African artists lose earnings from distributors. Let's get straight into the topic. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to break it into sections. The most thing which affects the African music artists, it's lack of knowledge. Right. Most music artists in Africa, they lack this knowledge which they should know as the world is evolving with advanced technology. That is one most important thing that they need to understand. As the world evolves in technology, they also have to move with that. But I'll come to the reason why as well they cannot do that. The reason why they can't do that is lack of resources. It is a shame because we have so many talented African artists, but because of lack of resources in Africa, most talented artists are unable to promote their music and unable to select which distributors are best for their type of work. Coming to talk about distributors, the thing which most African artists lack in Africa is what type of services are offered by different distributors, because this is how they can make a decision on which distributor to choose, what the benefits and what the disadvantages, what type of services offered with which distributor before they can sign up with the distributor and before they can upload their music for streaming, because that is very, very important. Because if you just upload with any distributor without checking their services, then you can get yourself into deep trouble, because you won't see any monies because you would have signed an agreement which doesn't benefit you at all. Make sure you understand whether you are going to benefit, because it's all about you benefiting from uploading your album or your single with a particular distributor. So it is important for the artist to know the services of particular distributors. Then we move on to internet. African artists are struggling because the internet services, they cannot afford the bundles which they need to pay to be able to be on the internet for a long time, for them to search which distributor is best for them. This is the problem which African artists face these days. This is one of the major, huge problems which is facing our African artists. Because if they don't have the bundle to have the internet, then it's going to be difficult for them to be able to compare and contrast different distributors and take their time to make the correct decision. Lack of internet is so much of a hindrance to our African artists. And I think it's something we as promoters, producers, and record labels to be able to assist our artists and give them that opportunity they are lacking, so that we can also help our artists to have access to the resources they cannot have. I think it's so crucial and important, because I think sometimes people will think, oh, you know, African artists, they can't be bothered. No, if they don't have the data to get the internet, they call them the bundles in Africa, there's no way they will be able to compare and contrast different distributors. Because of lack of money, the artists might buy very little data just to allow them to sign on to a distributor, which means they're reading fast, they're reading quickly to get everything done within that space of time, which doesn't give them the opportunity at all to read the services offered, because they're in such a hurry to complete the application form and upload their music, which doesn't give them the opportunity at all to read carefully, to understand what the distributor is saying for them to make an informed decision. So they have to make quick decisions, sign up and quickly upload. Then later on they realize that, oh my goodness me, they've just signed up with not a very good distributor. But it's late because they've already uploaded their music. That is another one major disadvantage for African artists, and I sympathize with them. Most of artists in Western world, they have the resources to do that. But most of artists in Africa, they don't have those kind of resources. It's a very little percentage, you're talking about maybe 2-3%, who can actually have access to internet. So lack of funds as well, it's another hindrance for our African artists. Another part which affects our African artists, they don't get enough support from either the board of musicians. I don't know what happens most of the time, because they need a support system, people who can encourage to push them. That is also what is lacking in Africa. Another part also is not knowing the right people, because as I say, it's a domino effect. If an artist doesn't have finances to promote themselves, to have the bundles, to have money to purchase the bundles, you can see how difficult it is for African artists to make it in the music industry. It's one or two who can be successful, but majority of them, they find it really difficult in terms of which platform they can put their music, because they lack the bundle, which is the data, which is the internet. They don't have the money, they don't have the support system to help them. Yes, it's a huge dilemma to African artists. If by any chance this COVID-19 has been resolved, then maybe if we go to Africa, we'll communicate with Zemura, Mr. Mukombe. We're trying to talk to see that we can work together so that we can help upcoming musicians and support them. That is our goal, this is our aim, but right now it's not possible. This is why you see African artists are losing earnings. It's not rocket science, it's a domino effect. I hope it clarifies, because I don't want people to think that, oh, African artists, they are lazy or they don't know what they're doing. It's lack of resources, simple. It's just lack of resources. There are very, very talented artists, African artists out there, but they don't have the resources. I hope my topic clarifies to anyone, any producer, any record label, any promoter out there. African artists are hard workers and there are talents out there, but they don't just have, majority of them, they don't have the resources they need. We need to be doing more to help them. Please leave the comments below. If this topic relates to you and you have questions you need to ask, feel free to do so. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you for the support. Please don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so that each time I upload a new video, you'll be notified. And bye-bye.